Hey, my magicals. Good morning. Happy Monday. And welcome to June. Thank God we are in June because May was just something to behold. Okay, so I'm not recording from the place that I would normally be recording from. The house is still slight chaos to say the least. It's a lot. It's a lot. But we're getting there and gosh, happy heart. Happy heart. Tired but happy heart. So I wanted to do an energy update this morning. Something occurred to me during the process of this whole move. It was like a really strong analogy for me. Also, just excuse the way I look. Sorry, guys, because there's still stuff that's packed and unpacked, and I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to find space. We'll get there. Okay, so what I do want to say though is that I thought a lot about this. So I moved on about Wednesday last week, and the difference between in energy now, we're talking energetically, the place where I was and how I am now. And I'm talking about physical places, right? I'm not just talking about emotional or mental or spiritual places, actual physical spaces. I cannot explain the difference to you. It's unbelievable. Okay. It's absolutely unbelievable. Now, here's the thing. We always talk about how we need to let things go and how we need to move forward and how we need to be prepared for the change. Okay. I can tell you that in so many ways, I had prepared so well for this move, far more than other moves that I have done before. Okay. Boxes had been packed for ages, things like that were done, right? So I wasn't as like hysterical about that stuff. Stuff still needed to be done, but it wasn't anything like moves before. There was no last minute scurrying to pack this or pack that, or so I thought I had my I's, dotted and my T's crossed. Um, and yet it was still one of the hardest moves I've ever made. And I've thought long and hard about this because obviously doing what I do and being who I am, we always think about why things would be challenging for us because there's a lesson in it, right? There's always a lesson. And I came back to just a an old wounding that came up of losing homes because my biological mother took me out of a very, very happy foster home when I was 5 years old. And I wasn't happy living with my biological mother. Um, and so I'd never really put two and two together, but I've moved an awful lot in my life. Obviously, not having healed that wounding of the fear of losing a home, right? Even if I've made the choice, I made the choice to leave this time, and I still had that fear of. I've always made the choices to move homes, and it's it's always been under circumstances where the universe has forced my hand. So, I had been prepping to leave and all that, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have made this move, and I really love where I'm going, and the last couple of days just really pushed me to be where I just don't want to be there anymore. Okay. Now, I know, contextually speaking, this is not my story. I'm just using this as an analogy. Okay. So just, catch the drift of what I'm saying. I know that it's hard. I know that I know better than anyone. I'm Cancerian. Home stuff is big for me. Okay. So all of us have different stuff that's really big for us. For me, it's home. It's always home. Um, but the universe went one step further to show me that I was making the right choice by then having a break in a couple of nights before I left and leaving me feeling a little bit unsettled. And it wasn't into my actual personal home, it was onto the property, and they stole copper pipes. Let's just be clear about that. No one was harmed in the making of this video. Just say there were no psychics or dogs harmed in the making of this video. But what I want to say is the point I'm trying to make with all of this, and trust me, I'm going through Kenya to get to Johannesburg, but it's occurred to me that we really do ourselves the biggest disservices when we hold on for too long. And I can sit here and I can say that to you a million times over. And, each of us are going to get to a point where we realize that for ourselves. But this was a big one for me. This was really like a serious eye opener. How much we forfeit our joy and our peace for the comfort of a comfort zone that isn't really comfortable, that's not allowing us to grow, that isn't allowing us to get to where we need to be or who we need to be. It was such an eye opener this time. Okay. I hadn't really been sleeping well, and shit really started getting weird in that house before I left. I don't really want to go into detail with it because I won't give it energy. But there was some dark stuff that happened, and all of you know that I'm very much about, I don't pay much attention to that. But there was stuff that went down that affected me. And I just kind of feel like at some point, it's almost like we need to grow up. We almost need to become more adult about taking our sense of peace and our sense of joy more seriously. And this is it's not meant to be a doom and gloom kind of thing at all, but it's about really understanding how valuable that is. I can honestly say to you that the last few days in this house have been some of my happiest. They're the most chaotic. They've been it's been like chaos on a cracker here. Like, I've literally got boxes that need to go to warehouses stacked in my bedroom. My bed's still not put together yet, so like I'm mattressing on the floor and I'm sleeping like the dead at night. Let me tell you, like, those blankets come over me and it's like I'm in a sarcophagus and I am done. Do not disturb. Alex is happy here. He's adjusting the other dogs, and so he's getting used to seeing that, but he's got his little wooden perch that he's out, and I'm in my witchy cottage in the trees. And let me explain to you that there is a sense of peace that I've not experienced for many, many years. And although I'm not thrilled that I've got one or two boxes to unpack, but to be fair, until the rest go to the warehouse later this week, I can't really do much because there's just no space for anything else, right? So it's about, for knowing, if you know me well enough, you'll know that normally having boxes around and me not being able to function fully and things like that in the space would drive me absolutely insane. I'm just breathing through it. I'm just making sure that I've unpacked the boxes that I can pack, sorting out what I can do, changing what I need to do. I am so at peace in this space. Now, I'm using the house as an analogy for energetic spaces, guys. Let's be honest. It's time now to we're coming up to solstice at the end of this month, right? We're midway through the year. Are you going to choose to spend the rest of this year, another year of your life, in places and spaces that keep you uncomfortable, that are not bringing you joy, or that dull your joy or dull your light? They dull your light. I knew that there was funky energy on that property from the moment I got in. I told all my friends, I told everybody, I knew it. I was doing protection spells. I was doing all sorts of things. Okay. There were issues with flow and water and all sorts of things on that property. But I stuck it out. Because why? I always had to be there for a period of time. It was what I was meant to do, let's be clear. But I almost sold myself short of a place that I am so completely in love with. And yes, the things that I need to sort out in the house, and the things that I want to fix, and I want to paint, and I want to do all this. But that's just me. But are we going to keep ourselves stuck in places like that, though? Are we going to keep ourselves stuck, basically? I mean, I know this is ironic coming from the lesbian, but I mean, are we going to keep ourselves stuck in closets where we don't get to shine our light fully? And I feel like, I know this feels a bit somber and it's not really meant to. I just think I've realized the magnitude of how we hold ourselves back by being complacent about pursuing our peace and our joy. I think we become complacent because it feels like too much hard work. We don't want to say the thing that offends somebody. We don't want to, we will be the people pleaser. We'll be the this. Oh gosh, look at my eyeliner. Oh, I've got a gadunk in my eyeliner. We'll do all of that kind of stuff, but we won't stand up for ourselves. We won't go, actually, no, this doesn't make me happy. And I'm sitting in this gorgeous cottage that I'm in, absolutely so soul content. Life's not perfect. There's a lot that I need to achieve in the next couple of weeks in a big way, right? But my God, I'm content and I am so calm and I'm so at peace. I am sleeping in ways that I haven't slept for ages, which is probably why I look like the bags under my eyes match my shoes, because I've actually just been such deep sleeping that I feel like I'm actually like catching up on like soul restoration kind of energy, genuinely. Kelso has asked me to do this today for that reason. We're coming into an era now where we need to follow our bliss, guys. Settling for bare minimum is not enough anymore. It's just not enough anymore. And bare minimum doesn't mean that, you don't have to live in a small home or you have to drive a Ferrari or, when we compare bare minimum to like extreme whatever it is or luxury or whatever, we're not talking about material stuff, right? We're talking about the stuff that makes our soul joyful. The second day that I was here, we had such hectic wind. And all I could hear was the trees going against this beautiful wooden cottage. And I was just in my absolute element. I literally made a cup of tea and just sat down and breathed it all in. I literally just breathed it all in. I was like, this is epic. This is absolutely epic. This is what I have wanted for so long. A place where my soul is at peace. A place where the energy is familiar and it's happy. And so the energy update this week is about finding that bliss, finding that peace. It's not easy. This move is really not. It's knocked me off kilter, and it's been hard, and my body has hurt a lot because I've picked up weight over the last couple of months for a number of reasons. Right, my body hurts. I've got a lot of joints which are very destroyed from a fall I had as a kid, and they hurt. So I recalibrated and I thought, you in your dream little space for now, you've got everything that you need and everything that you want. And honestly, with all honesty, I have been taking this time also just to heal my body, to understand that I've also been negligent in dealing with certain things in order to avoid all the joint pain and that, which I've been doing now, and it's getting better. I think this is actually in a lot of ways calling just for a slowdown. We are so programmed to just go, 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 go all the time that we miss the moments. We miss the opportunities for joy and for bliss and for peace. Because if we don't do this, then we're not going to get. Or if we don't do this, then our dreams aren't going to come true. Or if we don't do this, then it's going to be this. That we create all of these to-do lists in our head all the time, or consequential things. They are like consequential responsibilities. So what I mean by that is like, I really wanted to come on today to do this, okay? But in the past, I would have maybe gone, oh God, if I don't do that video, it may affect business, or then it may affect the universe feeling like I'm not showing up in my business. So, it's that kind of consequential thinking, right? There are consequences for what we do and what we don't do. And actually, yes, there are. There absolutely are. But sometimes I think that the less you do is more. Because I've been busy since I've been here. Thank God, thank the goddess. Like seriously, gods and goddesses and all and everybody above. Seriously, meaning that. So grateful for it. Not so busy that I've been run off my feet, but it's been absolutely fine. So me taking the time to heal my body and to pack unslowly and to clean everything and to go through the house systematically hasn't affected me. Hasn't affected my body. It hasn't affected my business. Hasn't, it's how we're starting to perceive things. And I think we keep ourselves trapped in these mental spaces because we believe certain things that are not actually true. They're not reality. They're just not reality. And I really want you to walk away from this video just taking a moment to think about, what is your true peace? What gives you true peace? When last did you sit down and truly feel so calm and so at peace? It doesn't mean that life is perfect, guys. It doesn't mean that. My life is far from perfect. I've got mammoth tasks ahead of me, but I'm so calm about it. I'm so at peace about it. It's so not something that's making me hysterical inside. It's just not. So again, my question is, what brings you peace? What makes you happy? What are you doing that's blocking that? Or what are you avoiding doing that would bring that? What are you not letting go of? I mean, really, what are you holding on to? Is it something that you're holding out of comfort? Is it out of fear from a wounding like mine was with losing homes? What is it? What are you doing that's preventing you from this? Because I'm in a very different space and I am so, so happy here. That's not to say there aren't going to be tough days. I'm not trying to, um, pronounce that this particular, in this case, a physical space, a home, is the be all and end all of my life and it's changed everything and it's taken all my problems away. That's not what I'm saying. But our reality is an internal job. It is an internal job. We know this. We've had this conversation many times. So my question to you is, what are you needing to change? What do you need to do to pursue your bliss and your peace and your happiness and your joy? Your joy, the simple joy. Like, I literally took a cup of coffee, took a chair outside and sat on my little deck and had a cup of tea in the trees. And I was just like, this is unbelievable. This is just soul shit. This is such deep, intense soul stuff that is just making me so happy. And it makes me a better person for you guys. It makes me a better person for Alex. It makes me a better person for me. I make better choices, whether it be about my eating or whatever it is. Whatever it is, it makes me make better choices. So spend some time. I think this has come up now for a number of different reasons. Mostly, I think, because Mars has just gone into Cancer as well. So we've got Mars in Cancer. We have got Jupiter going into, we got Mars going into Cancer, I think, on the 8th, I think. And then Jupiter goes in on the 9th. Guys, Jupiter, yes, the Cancerians are going to get the best of it, and those with huge Cancerian placements and all that, fair play, whatever. But Jupiter thrives. Jupiter thrives in Cancer. So it does what it does with luck and opportunity and all of that, but like endorphin steroids. Like, it is so happy in Cancer. It thrives in Cancer. You have the chance to thrive at that time as well. Do what you need to do and thrive. Don't waste this opportunity. It's here for a year in Cancer, right? So it's going to be very, 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 very happy for a year. It's come out of Gemini where it hasn't been 100% happy. And now it's gone into space where it's really, really happy, which means it's going to make things for us, opportunities for us, luck for us, more easily accessible. But that is a frequency thing, my guys, my angels. I was about to say my guys, my angels. It's a frequency thing. Divine timing is not a time on the wall, a clock on the wall. It's not a 7:45 or a day or a month. Divine timing. Oh, I can't speak. What the hell is going on? Hold on, let me have a sip of tea. Hold on. Let me try that again. Sorry about that. Divine timing is a point of frequency where you align with what you want and what is meant for you. See, tea cures everything. Get into alignment. Make the most of this time. And just want to live your best lives. Be happy. Just be so happy. Like, I have no idea. I mean this. This is not to say that life will be perfect. I'm not in any which way, shape, or form in any delusion about that. But there's something about the joy of waking up in the morning, being at peace. Knowing that there are tasks that you have to do, so you action to do what the tasks are, but just being at peace. I'm not stressed about anything at this point. That's not to say I'll never stress about anything again. But this piece is hitting differently. This piece is really hitting differently this time. And it's been a massive, massive one for me to see how much we make ourselves suffer. We allow ourselves to go through suffering. And in some ways, we choose suffering by choosing our comfort zones. So, guys, do something, please, please, please. Spend some time journaling, doing what it is that you need to do. We are now in Gemini season. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, communication. Okay, get clear on, also communication is attuned to the throat chakra, right? It's about living authentically. Get clear, communicate to yourself. What would bring me peace? What would make me live authentically and joyfully? And don't start by going, oh, this is going to be a problem and that's going to be a problem and this is and that. Because the minute you start setting challenges, not only are you dropping your frequency, but you are limiting the universe to bring you what you need. Don't do that shit. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're just holding yourself back. Get clear on what needs to be done and then take the concise and measured actions that need to be taken. You worry about the what and the why, and let the universe worry about the how and the when. And everything will change. So I am wishing you such a beautiful week, guys, such a magical week. I just also want to say that for those of you who do watch and for those that you who like and who have subscribed and who share, and the comments, I love the comments. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to, I think on the last video there were some comments. I'll get to them. Please, it makes a huge difference to me. Makes a huge difference to me. It helps me also direct what's useful, what's popular. When I say popular, but what's needed. Let's say what's needed rather. It does help with that. Although most of the time Kelso kind of chooses. I don't get much say, so there we go. But I want you to have an absolutely magical week and spend some time this week focusing on you, right? Do it before the 9th. What is your peace? What is your joy? Okay, and then let Jupiter come in and bring the luck and the opportunity and the expansion for you that will get you to those places. Such a huge amount of love and gratitude for having you in my spaces and being in yours. And I will see you soon. Okay, guys, I am going to do some videos. You're gonna have to just check out my ugly mug for a bit because I really don't have much space to work at all. I'm working on a little half moon table at the moment on my big table because that's just smothered with boxes. So as soon as that's done, we'll go back to normal videos. But I do want to do a bit of a card pull. I have a feeling I want to do a bit of what Spirit wants you to know at the moment. So I'll do that either later today or tomorrow sometime. Okay. So sending you guys lots of love. Love you all madly. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a beautiful, beautiful week.